Hello, Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your weekly reading for April 7th to the 13th. We're going to get right into your reading, but for those of you that are new to my channel, I want to welcome you here today. I hope you enjoy your reading, and those that are returning, I can't thank you enough for all of your love and support. I hope that everyone finds meaning in the messages that are being sent your way. Now we have a busy week because we do have that full moon in Libra on the 12th. So I'm sure a lot of you will be feeling the energies of that full moon. And of course that really encourages us to really take time for balance and harmony in our relationships, in our life, with our decisions. And it really is, again, focusing on the importance of fairness and justice in all aspects of our life. So with that being said, Leo, let's get right into your incoming energies. If you do find that you are relating to this message today and enjoying the reading, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. I love connecting with your energy. Please like, share, subscribe. A lot. I thank you very much for all of that. Okay, that is the one that wanted to come up there. So I'm actually going to leave that one out right there. And let's get your incoming energies. Let's find out what else Spirit angels and guides would like to share with the beautiful sign Leo. And we've got a secondary one there. And anything else? Spirit angels, guides for Leo. All right, there we go. So the first card that wanted to certainly make itself known is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is doing what you love. It's also working in collaboration with people. It's like you're not having to do things on your own. There's a lot of quality of work being put into something that you are focusing on at this time, and there is recognition for that. Now, this has a lot to do with maybe creative endeavors that maybe you're exploring, but it's also being paid well for your craft. So it's saying you are receiving financial gains for the things that you are doing, but you work well with others, and this really shows that people are enjoying this relationship or collaboration with you as well. It's really emphasizing that you have an excellent reputation and that people really want to collaborate with you because of these gifts that you have. Now, you also got the Eight of Cups, and that is the need to move on. So there could be something in your life where you are moving on from, because maybe you've decided, I really want to pursue some creative adventure, creative idea. I want to start doing what I love. I want to put my time and effort into that. You want to put your energy into the things where you really can show quality. And it says that, for some of you with this Eight of Cups, it could be that you are seeking more from life than what you are currently experiencing at this time. So for some of you, it could be like a spiritual quest, but you're definitely making some choices to make some big life changes. And change comes with maybe a change in your priorities as well. So you could be changing your priorities as to how you source your income, how you want to really spend your quality time. So I think that those are things that are happening. You are moving on to some sort of new phase in your life, and I believe that this is something that's going to bring you more fulfillment. Let's look at your cards that are on the bottom of the deck. These are your incoming, these are your current energies, and they relate very much to the incoming energies as well. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. We've got the Two of Swords, feeling a little bit of indecision, and then we've got the beautiful Ace of Cups. So I feel like you are sort of at that pivotal moment currently where you are trying to really be able to figure out how to make a decision, but you feel unable to do so, and it could be because you lack clarity. Sometimes it is, requiring you maybe to follow your heart, but you've kind of closed your heart off there. And again, too, sometimes we feel at a disadvantage in making decisions because we are trying to fulfill other people's happiness instead of really focusing on what is going to be fulfilling for us. And that could be sort of that pivotal moment that you are in, that you're in right now. But sometimes we just feel at that impasse. Now, I think that there is some decisions that you need to make based on how you want to financially secure yourself for your future. And I think this is where that 10 of Pentacles is coming in. You know, it is all about making long-term decisions, of course, to create a solid foundation where your career, your money, your finances are concerned. If you're in that retirement phase of your life, you could be thinking about what is it that I'm going to do? Is this the right time for me to retire? You know, because the 10 of Pentacles is all about peace and contentment in life, and really figuring out how to honor that. How do you make some choices and decisions in your life to really honor that for yourself? Family traditions are also a big part of this 10 of Pentacles. And, you know, I think that I think right now you're in that pivotal time of making some decisions regarding those long-term commitments in your life. And of course, the Ace of Cups, beautiful emotional abundance. There's an emotional experience that you may be going through right now, and it could be linked with you really wanting to move on to something that is more rewarding in your life. It could have to do with romantic relationships as well. For some of you, you could be at a pivotal time of deciding whether or not, you know, you want to take that next step in a relationship as well. Lots of spiritual insights with the Ace of Cups as well. It is the Ace of Abundance. All right. For my beautiful Leos, let's find out what your messages are from your angels, your spirits, your guides with the tarot cards. We've got that beautiful 3 of Pentacles along with moving on, the need to move on. You know, you're seeking more fulfillment from life. You want a new experience. You're ready for this new experience. So let's find out, Spirit, Angels, Guides, if we can get the 9 cards. We'll talk about the 9 cards and then we will take it row by row. There we go. We've got 3 cards there. Next row for the center of the reading. All right. We got 1 there, and then 2 and 3. You've got some big changes happening in your life. I think you are really working towards some, I really feel like you're looking at life from different views here, and I think that you are ready to move on to something new. I think you're trying to figure out how to put your needs first. Stop trying to make other people happy and start focusing on the things that make you happy. All right, we've got a nice mixed bag of energies here. You know, of course, I'm sure you can see that the Tower is in the middle of your reading. It's showing that there is some major changes happening around you, and I think those changes have been really evolving inside of you for a while, and now maybe this is the week where you kind of break free from that. But let's just read the cards first and then we'll get more into detail. We've got that 6 of Wands there. The 6 of Wands is very much Leo energy here, feeling victory, you know, feeling like, feeling empowered as well, you know, feeling empowered because, you know, you're really feeling as if there's recognition here, there's achievement. The 10 of Swords is letting something go. Sometimes we have to let certain things go in order to move on. So there is something that, some part of your life that you're ready to put closure to. And the High Priestess here, number 2, is all about following your intuition. Sometimes there's still some mysteries of the unknown. We don't always know what path we're going to be taking, but you know, our intuition certainly helps give us some guidance. The 4 of Coins, holding on tightly to things, but making some very good and solid business decisions. And I think this is with that need to move on, seeking more from life and the experiences in life as well. You know, you're choosing to make some big life changes here. So it might require you to release something that you might maybe, you know, so that the transformations can take place. Number 16, the Tower card. That Tower card has a lot to do with change, major changes, you know, adjustments. And I feel like this is something that I think that you're welcoming this change. You're ready for this change. Now with that full moon in Libra on the 12th, this could be when we're going to see a lot of these changes start to occur as well. So with number 11, Justice, right underneath it, showing fairness, balance, balancing of the scales, karmatic justice as well, really feeling like things are coming full circle with fairness. So these changes are really, I think, bringing more fairness to what you internally want for your life as well. The Seven of Wands is your strength that you have to stand your ground, to stand up for yourself, to stand up in your belief systems, to not let other people control situations. You're ready to really give all that you possibly can. You're not giving up on your dream or not giving up on the decisions that you're making here. You've got the King and the Queen of Coins here. So again, this could be your energy. It could be a couple. Of course, it could be you with your partner in love, partner in friendships, partner with family. Could be partners in business as well. Looks as if there might be, might be a point in your life right now, Leo, where you're feeling you do have to stand your ground a little bit. The King of Coins, it's all to do with your success and your future. And I think that you are making a big, huge change. I think that you are ready. Some of you are setting precedence and progressing forward in a direction that is something that you're choosing for your own betterment, and you're thinking about how to make your life better and what what it takes for you to bring that happiness and peace and joy and love into your life. And sometimes when we are faced with those decisions that are going to affect us long term, we have to stand our ground. Believe in yourself. Believe in what it is that you are working towards. Don't give up on that. All right, let's start with the first row here, because we are going to clarify as we go along. So we've got that Six of Wands, and I really feel like you're feeling a great sense of victory here. With that Six of Wands, I feel like you're accomplishing something and you're really feeling a great sense of achievement. And I think people are recognizing you as well. We are seeing recognition with two of the cards already, with the Three of Pentacles, which is in your incoming energies, and then with the Six of Wands coming right after it. I really feel like you are working well with others, and I feel like people are recognizing you for your hard work. I think you are putting closure to something with the Ten of Swords. I think that you're ready to move on to the next phase of your plan, or to move on to the next part of your life. Maybe it's a whole new life experience because you're moving from one phase of your life to the other. And I think intuitively you're receiving positive messages. And I think that as long as you're tapping into your intuition, if you are looking for guidance, because sometimes you feel a little bit at a standstill about which direction to go, like that Two of Swords, your inner guidance and your spirit and your angels are going to help you with those intuitive nudges. All right, let's get for the Six of Wands, spirit angels guides for the beautiful sign Leo. And you got the Eight of Wands. Very fast-paced movement here. Look at these wands, all fiery energy. So this sense of accomplishment that's coming your way is coming through messages. It's coming through positive movement forward, and it is fast-paced movement. So things are moving along quickly. Let's find out what you're releasing here with the Ten of Swords. The Tower. The Tower, which is beside it, and now it's also clarifying it. So it's the universe really letting you know that there are major changes going on around you right now, and you are ready to let go of things from the past. There could be things from the past that have been holding you back from moving forward, moving and seeking the things in your life that are more fulfilling for you. Sometimes we put other people's needs before our own, and this is really saying that now it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to accept changes. Embrace the change that is coming your way, because I feel like there's many different aspects of your life are changing, and I think it's going to be for your betterment. I think it's going to really be more in line with what your spiritual needs are, what your monetary needs are, and even your emotional needs. So where relationships are concerned, relationships not only with people that, we want to be in a relationship with, but with our family, with our children, with our parents, with our community, and certainly the relationship that you have with yourself. The High Priestess, I think, is you delving into more spiritually what your needs are. Let's see, I think that your whole spiritual quest is changing. Find out too. And you got the Judgment. You're going through a whole new renewal. This is a huge renewal phase for you, Leo. And I think you might really feel the effects of this more around that full moon. So this is going to be a very impactful week where changes are starting to maybe slowly but surely, you're going to feel those changes before anything really starts to take place. But the Judgment is really, again, letting go of things from the past ways of looking at situations, maybe old belief systems that no longer are working. You know, it's time to figure out how to change things up. Make a few fine adjustments, because this Judgment card is showing that you are ready for a whole new awakening, and there is a spiritual awakening here for some of you as well. Now, in the center of the reading here, with the middle row, we've got the Four of Coins holding on tightly to things, but I think that you're making some very profitable and very productive business decisions. Okay, and business decisions don't always have to be work, right? Because not all of us are in a working position, but it could be about how you want to invest your time, how you want to invest into relationships, into friendships, how you want to, of course, spend your money, what it is you truly want to invest in for long-term and short-term. Changes are taking place, and I think, again, you're welcoming the change, and I think the changes are bringing more balance into your life. I think they're bringing stronger contracts, stronger relationships, stronger commitments. We're really seeing a nice balance here. So let's find out with that Four of Coins, Spirit, Angels, Guides for the beautiful sign Leo. And you got the Fool, again, ready for new beginnings. The Fool is the beginning of the Fool's journey. It's right at the beginning of the major arcana. So good business decisions are going to help you through this transformational time, because there is something calling out to you to start fresh. There is something that is nudging you to take a little bit of a risk, to take a little bit of a leap of faith. And it could be with a new job, going and heading in a new direction, with your life's purpose. And it could be something that is very different from what you had envisioned in your mind. Maybe this is taking you in a whole new direction. But by being able to release a little bit of that control, releasing the security a little bit, is going to help you welcome in some new experiences, because the Fool is all about really ready to experience life from a new adventure point. And with number 16, the Tower, in the center of your reading, let's find out. We've got these major adjustments and major changes that are happening. Spirit, Angels, Guides. And you got the King of Cups. Could be your energy, could be supportive energy. I think that emotionally, I think that you are going through major and massive changes. And I think that your energy, where your emotions are concerned, is actually more grounded. I think that you are starting to accept emotional responsibility for things in your life. I think that you are looking at the bigger picture of life as well, and really fine-tuning things to really meet the needs of what it is you really want out of this life. And we all go through those moments where we've, done some deep diving and some self-discovery. And I think right now, what's changing for you on a whole is your emotional attachments to the things in life, to the things that are important to you. For a long time, some of you have been really trying to go with the flow to make the circumstances around you and the people around you happy. And when we continue to do that, we're not following our own life path. And I think this is why you're feeling this need to move on. I think emotionally, you are finding a new path of strength. Let's find out with the Justice card. It's fairness, because you're starting to feel like things are aligning fairly for you. You got your own card here with number 8, Strength. That is the Leo energy. It shows that you have an incredible amount of strength, and this good karmatic energy that's around you, it's surrounding you very intensely, is giving you protection. So you're feeling a great deal of protection as you move down this new path, as you start to move on. And it's internal strength, it's external strength, it's confidence, it's self-assurance, self-awareness, and it's really feeling a great sense of self-worth. And this is a beautiful change that's happening for you. The Seven of Wands is you not giving up, right? It's you standing your ground and protecting what it is you truly want in your life for the long term. The Knight of Swords is taking the action. You are taking action. There could be some messages that are coming in this week that are really bringing some truth and light to a matter. And in the process of this quick movement and finding out some truths and finding out and getting to the heart of matters, in the midst of that, you will stand your ground, set boundaries. You may have to set boundaries with people. Like the king and the queens are very strong-minded, methodical thinkers that are they're earthbound energies. So earth signs are going to be your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if that makes sense, because those could be in your birth chart as well, Leo. But it could be parents. You could be having to stand your ground with parents or with a boss, with some sort of leaders, family members. There is some sort of message that's coming that's going to require you to stand your ground. Let's find out with the King of Coins. The King of Coins protects his assets too. He's very smart. He's a very good businessman. Masculine energy, definitely. There's no gender with the cards. Let's find out why you've got the King and the Queen here. And then you've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is feeling trapped. So are you having to stand your ground because there is a situation maybe involving someone, whether it's a boss again. I don't think it's toxic energy by any means. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's just somebody who is very strong-willed, maybe somebody that's offering their opinions. And what it does is it makes you feel trapped. It makes you feel as if you're not in a position to be able to speak freely. Let's get another one for that. Why the Eight of Swords? How do we release ourselves from the thoughts of feeling trapped? Because you're not trapped by any means. How do we communicate to release ourselves from this? Spirit, angels, guides. The beautiful sign, Leo. And the Page of Swords. I think what comes with that is precise, clear, logical information. It's getting clarity. The Page of Swords is a message that's coming, a message that I think is going to help clear up whatever it is that you feel you might be lacking. The Eight of Swords is being kind of hard on yourself, and you're mentally feeling trapped in your own thoughts. And when we don't want to talk ourselves out of things. You want to move with the flow of the energy that's around you this week, and you have to stand up to your own thoughts. I think there's going to be a moment of clarity here that's going to help break you free. Freedom from whatever those restrictions you may feel. Let's find out with the Queen of Coins. Spirit, angels, guides. And you got the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of feminine energy. There is quite a bit of feminine energy right here in these two cards alone. You know what? I think that you need to stand your ground with the path that you have chosen for yourself. You've been wanting to move on for a while, but something inside of you has been making you feel as if you can't make that decision, that you can't take those steps forward because maybe you are trying to please someone else's agenda. The Queen of Pentacles is saying it's time for you to stand strong on the things that you believe in. You have worked too hard to let go of your dreams. All right. It's time for you to step into that experience of life that you have wanted. You are choosing to make some big life changes. And I think these life changes are going to show your great sense of independence. They are going to show your confidence, your strength, your willpower, your willingness to accept the change with grace and gratitude, finding blessings. And the Queen of Pentacles twice here is showing that financial gains can come your way. Slow and steady progress. Do not give up on your dream, because your quality of work that you put into everything is going to be recognized. And in turn, you are actually going to be paid very generously for this hard work as well. It is time to move on. Absolutely. And I think you're going to get some messages this week that are really going to help you with feeling the strength to be able to start progressing forward. Let's see what your angels would like to share with you, Leo, as we move through the rest of the week. We've got one there. I feel like they have one strong message for you. Let's see what it is. It's number 15, and abundance. Okay, so abundance is the key to your reading this week, and it's the state of plenty. The state of plenty comes with the changes that you are consciously making for yourself. You're changing your priorities. because your priorities, I think, have not always been for yourself. I think sometimes they've been for the betterment of other people. And I think right now you are in the state of plenty because you are starting to choose yourself. And I think that that's really important. There are times in life where we have to do that, because when we make our life better, we make those around us better as well. I think there's a lot of security coming your way as well. So if you've been feeling like, you've been holding on to things so tightly because you've been afraid of releasing that sense of control or sense of security, I think that this change that's coming is actually going to bring more stability your way. All right, let's get an additional angel message for the beautiful sign Leo. Additional message for Leo, please. Thank you. I think there might be two. So yeah, I wanted to give the opportunity there, and they came out pretty quickly. So the first one for you is hope. It says your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So know that the spiritual world, your ancestors, your loved ones in the spirit world are here to give you that hope. They're here to give you that guidance, to know that there is always a candle that is lit for you to communicate with them, and that hope is surrounding you. They also want you to believe. So believe that you have this spiritual presence around you that's giving you strength and protection. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. And I believe that you are going through a whole spiritual awakening as well. There's a whole renewal taking place for you. This is a very instrumental week in you moving on and making some real conscious decisions to bring change into your life as well. All right, now you got the Tower card twice, number 16, so I do believe that that is a very important number. I'm seeing a couple of 8s, but really on a whole, I think number 16 probably is one of the better numbers. I'm not seeing a lot of synchronicities with numbers, so I think your angel number is going to be the powerful number this week, Leo. So let's see what that is. And you know what? I am actually going to go through it because sometimes they want to give you more than one. All right. So the first message from your angels is number 9999. Lessons learned. It's a accumulation, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. You are letting go of things. So take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. And we see that right there with that 6 of Wands. We see it with the 3 of Pentacles. We see it with all of the Tower moments, the changes, the cycle changes. You've made it, and the heaven has your back. You hope, believe, and that state of plenty is yours. And then you got number 1551, hold your vision. It's about manifestations, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. It says focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Well, those 3 words alone, beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Okay, it's 4 words. That is you in a nutshell right there, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today. There was quite a bit of deep messages this week, and I certainly hope that it resonates with your situation, or if you feel that it's resonating with the things that are going on in your mind, please let me know. I know it can't resonate all the time, but please, in the comments, share this with me. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, thank you for all your love and support, and until next time, sending love, light, and positive vibes.